Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. I am Andrew Rogers, your host, and it is great to be back with you guys once again, as always. Continuing on here as we approach the final month of the regular season in the WOSHL this year, year number 2. It's a stretch drive, crunch time for everybody in terms of seeding and where they're going to finish up in the playoff matchups that will follow 1 through 8. And one team will miss out altogether after a hard-fought season. Will it be the Delhi Flames? Will it be the Erin Blitz? Will it be the Alvinston Killer Bees? We'll find out. Should be a fun stretch drive to the final day of the regular season, which will be February 26th. So, should be a lot of fun up until then, no doubt. We had quite a few games this past weekend. We have highlights from those coming up shortly. We'll get you updated on the standings. We'll get you updated on our leading scoreboard in terms of point totals for the players in the league. And we'll get you caught up on the goalie stats as well, as we had some good goalie performances this past weekend in the WOSHL. And our game of the week last week on 509 Sports Online was the Stratford Fighting Irish and the Plattsville Lakers. We have their highlights from that game. As well as highlights I put together from all the others. We also have an interview coming up on this week edition of the podcast as well. And our podcast guest this week is number 35, Brayden Kelso, goaltender of the Erin Blitz, who had a huge game this past Saturday against the Tillsonburg Thunder, and quite possibly the biggest upset so far that we've had in WOSHL this season. It was pretty remarkable. Highlights from that will be coming up here shortly. But like I say, lots to get to and lots to fill you in on. And we're going to get to that right now. We'll get you caught up on the weekend that was in the Western Ontario Super Hockey League this past week.
First up, it's the 2-14-1 Delhi Flames returning to the ice on the road, first of a home-and-home with the 13-4-2, defending WOSHL champion Elora Rocks from the Elora and District Community Center. First period, less than 2 minutes in, Spencer Gorley is going to take this Spencer McCormick pass. He will go to the backhand to beat Flames netminder Trevor Fleming. It's 1-0 Elora. Less than a minute later, Elora's high-octane offense strikes again. Brett Mackinac is going to take the pass. He goes in alone and beats Fleming. His 6th of the season makes it 2-0 Elora. Approaching 12 to play in the first, Elora continues to pressure. They add to their lead, centering feed in front to number 92, Zach Mackinac. He makes no mistake, and that's his 2nd goal of the season, 3-0 Rocks. Minute later, it's a Rock show in Elora. Watch this blistering speed from Rocks forward Luke Holger. He gets to the loose puck first, goes to the forehand, beating Fleming for his 5th of the season. 4-0 Elora leads. 40 seconds later, Delhi finally answers and gets on the board in this one. Wade Metz of the Flames with the initial chance. Rebound is buried by Sebastian Guasta Diseni of Delhi, his 2nd of the season. Rock's lead is down to 4-1, heading into the intermission. Second period now, time winding down in the frame, and Flames newcomer Jack Gee is going to take this centering pass. Watch this shot. An absolute snipe, top corner glove side on Rock's starter Craig Byford. It's 4-2 Elora heading into the third. Third period now in a well-fought game between both clubs and a dynamite effort from the Delhi Flames. Rocks are going to seal the victory here. Zach Cameron is going to finish off this pretty passing play. His 15th of the season caps the scoring on this night. Final score, Elora Rocks 5, Delhi Flames 2. Elora moving into 3rd place in the Mighty Expedites WOSHL standings with 30 points and a record of 14-4-2, while the Delhi Flames fail to make up any ground as they fall to 2-15-1. They play the second half of the home-and-home Saturday night in Delhi.
It's our Western Ontario Super Hockey League Game of the Week from Stratford. The Fighting Irish on home ice. They would host the Plattsville Lakers. The Irish sitting comfy in second place, looking to keep pace with the Tilbury Bluebirds. Jumping into the first period, and it's the Irish coming out of the gate hot. Ty Campbell rips a high shot on net. Mitch Casey spots up the rebound, and he sends it home. That's the opener for Casey. He picks up his 7th of the season, and it's 1-0 Stratty. Then it's another rush for the Irish. This is Dylan Buckles with a head fake. Frank Bull snuffs it out and makes the stop. The Irish would keep the pressure up and watch Cooper Leach on this play. He makes the defense and slams it another. That's a sweet rush from Cooper, and it's 2-0 Irish. Later in the period, now here's Sean O'Brien for the Irish, working his way through the neutral zone. He controls the puck, walks into the slot, and fires, and it's an end-to-ender for Sean O'Brien. So now it's 3-0. Late in the first now, and the Irish would pick up another here on a nice shot from Mav Petrie. So we head to the second, 4-0 Fighting Irish. In the second now, and it's Stratford picking up where they left off here in another rush. Cooper Leach sends another to the goal mesh. That's his second of the night, and the Irish make it 5. Later in the second, and it's more magic from Leach. He undresses the defense with a sweet move and looks for a through-the-legs finish. He can't get the shot off, and Brody Smith is turned away by Evgeny Luchko. Later in the frame now, and it's the Lakers with the chance to get on the board. Hunter Dubecki is in the slot for the rebound. Zach Weir holds the line and keeps the shutout. Jumping to the third now, and it's more from Weir. He makes a big stop on the breakaway, and he's helped out by the uprights on the rebound. This one would get messy, and we'd see multiple scuffles in the third, but late in the period, it's the Irish getting the last laugh. Graham Brulot stands up Maxim Noskov behind the Stratford net, and he's all smiles as the clock expires. So it's all business for the Stratford Fighting Irish as they take it over the Plattsville Lakers on Saturday. This one ending with a final score of 5-0 in our Western Ontario Super Hockey League Game of the Week.
It's a Western Ontario Super Hockey League dandy from the BAI CC Complex in Alvinston as the 4-15-1 Killer Bees host the 10-9-0 Strathroy Jets. Jets taking all 3 matchups so far. Alvinston coming in trying to break a 7-game losing streak on the season. First period just under 7 minutes in, the Jets are going to strike first. Point shot from Carson Moniz is going to be tipped in front by Stephen Hillier. It gets past Bees netminder Nolan DeConing. Hillier's 7th of the season. It's 1-0 Strathroy. Second period, Alvinston on the power play. They bring the puck into the Jet zone. Gorgeous pass out front to Bailey Freifogel. His shot beats a helpless Josh Diamond. Freifogel's 8th of the season ties things up at 1. Less than 6 to play. It's time. This time it's a 5-on-3 man advantage for the Killer Bees. The Bees are going to catch a break here. Initial shot is stopped by Diamond, but it's an own goal off the stick of Jake Alkins of the Jets. Goal is credited to Robert McLean. It's 2-1 Alvinston. Less than 2 to play in the period. Jets looking to even things up. Shot from the line is stopped, but Brett Lashbrook cleans up the mess in front. DeConing no chance as the game is tied at 2 on Lashbrook's 8th. Less than 10 seconds later, however, back come the Bees. Watch this precise cross-ice pass from Carson Perry onto the tape of Kyer Cumming. It's in the back of the net. Alvinston restores their lead. It's 3-2 Alvinston heading into the third. Third period. Just past the 4-minute mark, scramble play in front of Diamond. Loose puck comes over to a wide-open Carson Perry. He puts it past Diamond to give the Bees some breathing room. Perry's 9th makes it 4-2. 4 minutes later, Bees still buzzing. It's a big rebound off the pad of Diamond. Ty Johnson is going to be the first one to pounce on the rebound. He stretches the Bees' lead to 3. It's 5-2. Strathroy not going away easily, however. Less than 5 to play. It's going to be Brett Lashbrook from the slot. He snipes it past DeConing. Popping the water bottle, his 2nd of the game. It's 5-3. 2 minutes later, Jets net empty. Lashbrook is going to deflect this centering pass in. He has the hat trick. Give him 10 on the season. Jets with 2 goals in 2 minutes, and we have ourselves a 1-goal game. Net still empty. Jets pressing for the equalizer, and it's DeConing becoming a brick wall and withstanding the pressure. Just a few of his 44 saves on the night. Less than 20 seconds to go, the game takes a turn for the sloppy. Frustrations boiling over in a hard-fought game by both teams. Each contest between these two teams produced an intense rivalry to say the least this past season, but on this night the Killer Bees finally getting the best of the Jets. The 7-game losing streak is over. Final in this one, Alvinston 5, Strathroy 4. Bees improved to 5-15-1 with the win, while the Jets' record falls to 500. They are 10-0 on the season.
Back on the winning streak tonight. They had a tough game a week ago where they lost. And tonight we're hoping that they get on the winning trail again. So we're going to be watching for that tonight. And we look forward to seeing how they do. So welcome to the Tillsonburg Thunder family. And it's great having you here. JD, it's good having you with us. And we are awaiting the face-off here as the referee is about to drop the puck. The Blitz have the puck. Try to clear it. And now it's the 3-on-0. Here they come in. There's fakes it. Scores! A 3-on-0. Somehow we lost our defense there. And Jeff White gets the goal. JD.
Not very often you see a 3-on-0. Too bad Jesse was kind of left out to dry on that one. Can't fault him for that goal.
Puck is shot over to the other side. And now it's a 2-man breakaway again for the Blitz. Here comes the shot. There's the shot. Scores! 2-man breakaway. Defense get caught up again, and the Blitz have themselves a 2-0 lead here in the first period. Blitz have it. They try to clear the zone, but they don't get it out. Now they don't. It's still not out. Now they get it out. It's 2-on-1. Now it's a breakaway. Here comes the Blitz. There's a shot. Score! And the Blitz continue to put the pressure on the Tillsonburg Thunder as Jacob Miller gets the goal. And it is a quick 3-0 lead for the Blitz.
Tillsonburg, and this is his first season with the team. Jordan.
Redbury wins the faceoff. Puck is behind the net. Taken by Ratchford. Thunder looking for some players to pass it through. They give it away. The Blitz have the puck. Taken there by Tut. There's the shot. There's another shot. Scores! The first shot, Raymond came up with a save, but the second shot, he didn't have a chance. And on the rebound, the Blitz add to their lead.
Jordan played with the Nipigon Elks before joining the Thunder. Jordan is a chiropractor and lives and works here in Tillsonburg. Welcome to the team, Doc.
He's moving in. McQueen going in towards the net, looking for a player. There's a shot. Scores! And the Thunder get themselves a goal as Todd Ratchford scores it from McQueen. A much-needed goal at a great time there. They took control of the puck and they got it in there and got themselves a goal.
That's the kind of speed that this team has. Like I said, they have to start controlling the play.
And we have Justin Abraham, the defense players. Martinelli has the puck. He takes it over towards the one side. His pass is over. There's a shot. Nice shot. Oh, there was a rebound there, but they couldn't get it. Now the Blitz try to clear it, and they clear it to center. Martinelli has the puck. Martinelli shoots it up. It's taken there by Weston. Weston gets it into Redbury. There's a shot. Scores!
Right.
What a goal. Nice three-way pass, and Jake Brown gets the goal. And we have another goal by the Tillsonburg Thunder. It's a great power play goal. We have Matt. Here comes the shot. Scores! The Thunder came from nowhere, came up the ice, and it was taken up on the left side. The puck was shot over to the right side, our right side, and a very quick goal there. And we have a one-goal game. I think it is Fitzmaurice that got the goal.
Straight to the bench, and Matt Weston has joined the power play.
There's a quick pass. Blitz pick it up. Blitz have the puck. They're moving in. Trying to move. There's a shot. Nice save.
Nice save by Raymond.
Raymond just made an amazing save.
Straight to the bench, and Matt Weston has joined the power play.
There's a quick pass. Blitz pick it up. Blitz have the puck. They're moving in. Trying to move. There's a shot. Nice save.
Nice save by Raymond.
Raymond just made an amazing save off Jacob Miller, who went in and deked out 2 players. 6 seconds left in the power play. There's a quick pass over to Rebry. Rebry shoots it in. Going after it is Matt Weston. Puck is in the corner. Puck's out front. Loose. There's a shot. There's another shot. One was stopped. There's another shot. Here come the Blitz. 3-on-2. They come into the zone. There's a quick pass. Quick shot. Puck is taken there by the Blitz player. Here's a shot. Scores! It was actually shot off away from the net and deflected in by the Blitz player. He was waiting for the puck.
It was a slap pass from the blue line.
They have a free shot here. There's a shot. Just wide. Rebound. They're going for it out front. The Blitz have it, and they shoot it towards center. Shot towards the net. And that will do it. As we get down to the end of this game, and the Tillsonburg Thunder find themselves on the losing end. They lose 5-3 to the visiting Erin Blitz.
Unfortunately, there were no video highlights to show you, but boy, what a highlight pack it would have been to show you the effort that the Elora Rocks put forth in this one, as they were massively shorthanded. 12 skaters and a goalie that went to Delhi to take on the Delhi Flames this past Saturday. They come out with a 6-3 victory in the game. Very impressive stuff from them. Charlie Stevens led the way. Charlie Stevens led the way. He had 2 goals and an assist, but Alex Utley led all skaters with 4 points, a goal, and 3 assists. Singles put up by Steve Dole, Zach Cameron, and Danny Heath in the hockey game for the Elora Rocks. Colin Dunn faced 47 shots, stopped 44 of them in the victory for the Elora Rocks. Like I said, a big victory for them as they moved into a 3-way tie up top of the standings. Tilbury, Stratford, and Elora all with 32 points each, while the Tillsonburg Thunder fall back. They are at 28 points in 4th place. But we'll get to all that in a minute. Delhi Flames, unfortunately, they can't get it done. Their record, like I say, falls to 2-16-1. They have now lost 12 in a row. Dimitri Carvalho, Colin Delayet, and Clay Donnelly score goals for the Delhi Flames. Kudos to Richard Little of the Delhi Flames. He stopped 53 of 59 in the hockey game. He was peppered all night from a shorthanded Elora Rocks team and did his best in the nets, but unfortunately wasn't enough. Like I say, Elora Rocks winning 6-3 in Delhi this past Saturday. Okay, guys, so let's get you caught up on the standings here as we look at our updated standings list. Tilbury 16-3. They get back on the ice this upcoming Friday. They've been off for a few weeks here. Stratford 32 points. Elora 32 points. Elora and Stratford both recipients of 6-game win streaks. Stratford has played 19 games. Tilbury 19. Elora 21. So Elora Tilbury and Stratford with 2 games in hand on Elora might come down to that being the difference here, as you can see by that. Tillsonburg, they fall. They've lost 2 in a row now after a big upset against the Erin Blitz. Unbelievable game by the Blitz there. In 18 games, 14-4-0 for Tillsonburg. So like I say, they have a game in hand on both Tilbury and Stratford and 3 games in hand on Elora for 3rd. But right now they currently sit in that 4th spot, 4 points back of all the 3 top teams and 8 points clear of the Strathroy Jets, who cannot move up or down at this point. But the Strathroy Jets have lost 2 in a row. They are 10-10 after a loss to the Alvinston Killer Bees, which was massive for the Killer Bees. As you guys can see here, they are now 2 points back of Plattsville for 6th with a game in hand. Plattsville Lakers 6-15-1 after a 5-0 loss to Stratford. Alvinston 5-15-1 after their big victory over the Jets. As you say, the Erin Blitz 4-12-1. They are now 4 points ahead of the Delhi Flames and 2 back of the Alvinston Killer Bees. They've only played 17 to this point. So they have 4 games in hand on the Alvinston Killer Bees, 5 on the Plattsville Lakers, and they only trail them by 4 points. So like I say, guys, anything can happen. Erin also has 2 games in hand on the Delhi Flames, who they lead by 4 points, like I say, in the standings. So Delhi's mountain becomes even higher to climb. As you guys can see, what's upcoming on the list here. So Tilbury, they get back on the ice this upcoming Friday. Strathroy Jets twice, Stratford twice, and Tillsonburg once. Stratford, they got a matchup against Alvinston on Saturday. 2 games against Strathroy Jets and 2 games against Tilbury. For Elora, an Erin matchup, a Delhi matchup, and Tillsonburg to finish the season on February 17th. Tillsonburg, they have Tilbury, Erin, Plattsville, Elora, Erin again, and then Delhi to finish their season on February 25th. Strathroy Jets, 2 against the Tilbury Bluebirds, 2 against the Stratford Fighting Irish to end their season. Plattsville, 2 games left for them. They're not on the ice again until February the 12th when they host the Tillsonburg Thunder, and then they host the Erin Blitz on February 19th to finish their season. Alvinston, Stratford, Delhi, and Erin to finish the season. Alvinston at Erin on the 25th will be a big contest. As mentioned, the Erin Blitz, 7 games left for them, most out of every team in the league. They have Elora, Delhi, Tillsonburg twice in a row, back-to-back. Plattsville, Alvinston, and then Delhi to finish the season on February 26th. Again, that could be a massive game, depending on the standings and how much of a gap is between these 2 teams. Obviously, if it's more than 2 points for Erin, then that game would be rendered meaningless at that point. For Delhi, they have Erin, Elora, Alvinston, Tillsonburg, and the Erin Blitz again to finish the season. But yeah, this upcoming Sunday, a big game, Delhi at Erin. So yeah, we skipped from that to our leading scoring update here. Tilbury back on the ice. Denemy, 47 points. Chagrinset, 42. Chad Heron in 20 games, 20 and 20 for 40. Kevin Hugh, 27 and 12 for 39. Brulot and Robbins from Stratford, 35 apiece. Jamie McQueen, 34 for Tillsonburg. Travis Winkworth, 33 for the Bluebirds. You have Zach Cameron, who continues his hot stretch of games here, 32 points, and Spencer Gorley with 30. Over in the goalie side of things, got to give props to Colin Dunn with a couple of victories there. He is up to 11 victories on the season. We have Zach Weir with 2 shutouts, a big shutout on Saturday against Plattsville. He is 8-2. You have Nolan DeConing, 5-7-1 for him. And then Brayden Kelso with the big victory in the nets for Erin, not a shutout, but a big upset victory over Tillsonburg. He is 3-7-1 now on the season. And then we look ahead, guys, to our schedule this upcoming weekend. Like I say, Tilbury back on the ice on Friday. They travel to Strathroy to take on the 10-10 Strathroy Jets, Bluebirds 16-3 in a 3-way tie for first. With the Stratford Fighting Irish, who travel to Alvinston on Saturday, January 28th, 6:30. BAI CC Complex for that one, between the 16-3 Irish and the 5-15-1 Alvinston Killer Bees. Also on Saturday at 7:30, you have the Tillsonburg Thunder locking horns with the Tilbury Bluebirds at the Tilbury Arena. That'll be a phenomenal contest between those 2 teams. Points are at a premium, and boy, do they need them. Tillsonburg can't afford to lose any points at this point, and with games in hand, they're going to need to take advantage of them as we're now in the last month of the season. Elora Rocks travel to Erin 15-4-2 against the 4-12-1 Blitz. That one goes at 7:30 at Center 2000. And then the Blitz hosts the Delhi Flames Sunday on 3:30. That goes at February the 5th at 3:30, Center 2000 in Erin. The Flames 2-16-1 in the Erin Blitz. Like I say, on the back end of 2-2. But yeah, that second Erin Blitz game is going to be massive. Like I say, if Erin falls to Elora and Delhi could somehow manage a victory, that's going to make things really, really interesting as we move forward here. But yeah, guys, without further ado, we are going to jump into our guest on this week's edition of the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. From the Erin Blitz, we introduce now number 35, Brayden Kelso. All right, folks, here on the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast, we are very, very pleased to welcome in our guest on this week's edition. He plays for the Erin Blitz. He wears number 35, the tender of the twine, Brayden Kelso. Brayden, it's great to have you on, pal. Thanks a lot for coming on and doing this, and welcome to the pod.
Yeah, no, happy to be here, and thanks for having me again. Can't wait to do this, so let's get started.
There we go. Let's cut right to the chase. I mean, you guys had a massive victory this past Saturday. Big 5-3, colossal upset, if you will, over a very good and very big powerhouse over in Tillsonburg. I mean, a 5-3 victory. You guys were dominant, at least from the highlights that I saw. You were dominant in between the pipes. Take us through that one. How was it for you?
For me, I think it's honestly our best game of the year so far. We're a young team, and just through that whole game, we were battling the whole time. And really, like, with us being a young team, we could really use our speed, and with that bigger ice, that's what we're doing. And I think they just couldn't keep up. And yeah.
And then obviously for you, like probably your best game of the year as an individual as well. I mean, you faced 48 shots. You stopped. Well, I think. Hold on, I have the total, but either way, regardless, you faced a ton of rubber in the game, and you come out with the victory. Probably your best game of the season, would you say?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, no, and especially that team too. They have a hell of a shot too. So, yeah, no, I would agree. It was my best game. Yes.
and like, let's take us through this year for you, because obviously the Erin Blitz record in general is probably not where you guys hoped you would be at this point in the season. But again, what has it been like for you? I mean, Erin, new team to this league. Did you know much about it coming in, and how has it been for you in terms of your expectations?
Yeah, no, I honestly didn't hear about the league until like Erin got their team pretty much. And I was like, my dad told me about it. I was like, why not try out for it and see what's like? So I had no really idea what the league was going to be like or anything like that. So I made the team kind of thing. And from the start, it was a little bit of a slow start, but as we got going, we just keep getting better and better. And yeah, definitely being seeing that right now. So yeah.
Is there anything that stands out about you that like from this league that maybe surprises you? Like maybe the skill, the speed. Is there anything that stands out, especially as a goalie who has the best view in the house for this?
Yeah, no, I'd say definitely the shots and the releases. Like every guy in this league has a great like accuracy, and they can pick their corners or anywhere they want. Sorry, and yeah, I'd say definitely that, and passing the puck too. Like these guys, like they can move the puck, especially on power play and stuff. So you always gotta be ready.
No, I agree with that as well. And like I say, you said it well too. Like your team's been playing better and better as the season's gone on. One guy who's been consistently good for you guys is your alternate captain, a guy who I had on the podcast here, Jacob Miller, your leading scorer. Like he's outstanding. He's just one of those guys, like you said, with that killer release. How impressed have you been by his play? And what can you tell us about him as a teammate?
Well, I've always known Miller, like pretty much because we grew up in the same town together. So I've always known Miller, and I've always known like how good of a hockey player he is. But like in the dressing room stuff, he's a really polite and respectful guy. And like, when it comes to hockey, yeah, no bad words. Like unreal slap shot. I don't know how he does it, but every time he picks that corner on me, and like it definitely shows in games. Like he can score and like do it all. So yeah.
Yeah, and then another one of your leadership guys has been Jeff White, the captain of the team.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, anytime it comes down to a leadership group, they can really define, I guess, a team's success. Like, what is your take on the leadership group in the dressing room and on the ice, and how they've responded throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, I'd say Jeff White, he's probably the biggest part of like the whole puzzle. When it comes to him, like during practice, during games, he's always has the guys' attention when he talks, and we definitely have his respect. And on ice, like I don't know how he does it, but like making up plays on the ice like that, just leading our team by example. That's Jeff White. Like he does it all.
Absolutely, and that's great to hear. Obviously, you love to hear that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
And then obviously, yeah, like we're entering a crucial point in the season here now, where we're in the last month here. It's a fight for the final playoff spot between you and the Delhi Flames. This victory on
yeah.
Saturday, do you look at it as a momentum boost for that final stretch of games to determine even if you get in that last spot, or maybe even jump a spot further?
Yeah, I think for sure, like we want to be playing Tilsonburg or Allure even. Like, yeah, they might have our number right now, but I think for sure, like we might prove this weekend that we can beat them. And yeah, no, I think everyone in the league's like, I think they're starting to get worried, I guess, a little bit, you could say, because we are on the up, I think. So yeah,
Yeah, and obviously, like I say, you guys have a ton of games in hand still, which is quite remarkable
yeah,
at this point in the season. I think it's fair to say that you guys control your own destiny, I guess, at this point.
yeah,
Um, for you, Brayden, so in terms of the crease this year, there's been quite a bit of goalies coming through the Aaron Blitz
yeah,
organization, to say the least.
yeah.
From Stephen Horvat to Jacob Tugnut, who came in. Like, what has it been like for you to share the crease with these guys? And then I'll ask you a second question about Jacob afterwards. What has it been like to
Yeah.
share the crease with these guys?
It's definitely been great. I think the biggest thing for me is the battling. Like, definitely makes me more of a competitive person. Having know that like I gotta earn the number one spot, you can say. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, that's the biggest thing is just they're pushing me. Hopefully, I'm pushing them, and that's what's gonna make us better.
Were you nervous at all when you found out that it would be Jacob Tugnut that would be joining the club, considering his dad is a former NHLer? Was there any nerves on your part, or did that just push you to play better?
No, it definitely pushed me to play better. I kind of knew about his dad, but it wasn't until my dad told me like who his dad was as
Right,
a
of
goalie
course,
and
of
stuff
course,
like
of
that, where
course.
I was like, oh dang, like yeah, I gotta step my game up kind of thing. So yeah,
Right. I mean, not to say he's like, he's exactly like his father, obviously, but blood runs
yeah,
thick, right? So, I mean, you never know what
no,
kind
for
of a
sure,
goalie you could turn into, I guess, at that
yeah,
point. But no, I
yeah,
mean, like I say, you guys have definitely gotten better here and are playing better, and it shows. It's a big game for you guys. You guys have a couple games this upcoming weekend. You host
yeah,
two games at home against the Allura Rocks on Saturday at 7:30, and then on Sunday it's a matchup against Delhi. Man, like, how important are these points considering? I mean, yeah, the Laura defending champions, so that's going to be a tough game no matter when you have it.
yeah,
But then that Delhi game on Sunday, man, talk about a massive matchup that could essentially give you the breathing room that you need where it's
yeah,
insurmountable for them to catch you, or
yeah,
to go the other way and put some real pressure on you guys.
yeah. No, we definitely want to be in playoffs. So that game against Delhi is gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle for sure, and hopefully we're gonna pull it the win. Or but I know for a fact we'll be ready to play, and I'd tune in and watch it. So yeah,
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try and get out
yeah,
at. I think I might try and get out to Erin on Sunday. I'll
yeah,
probably be in Strathroy Friday, and then I think I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna be in Alvinston or Tilbury on Saturday there.
yeah,
But either way,
yeah.
it's gonna be a good weekend of hockey, no doubt. What is it about this game, Brayden, that makes you like? How did it all get started for you? Like, maybe I don't know if you could take me back to when you decided that you wanted to be a goalie? Have you always wanted to be a
Yeah,
goalie? Like, what
yeah.
was it about your hockey upbringing that you can fill us in on?
Well, first of all, like hockey in my family, like everyone's been playing hockey in my family. It's just a big thing. But playing goalie, I think it would have started with my brother. He was a goalie and he's a couple years older than me. So watching him play made me kind of want to become a goalie. So I'd give him that. And then, yeah, no, I think Aaron's a big hockey town. And I think like every kid in Aaron plays hockey. I think that's what really inspires you to play hockey and make friends and stuff like that.
And like, how, like you said, you knew Jacob for a long time. Did you have any past relationships with anybody else on the team, like prior to joining Aaron?
Yeah, yeah, no, I have a few. So, Liam Galton on the team, 60, I believe.
Mhm.
We've grown up together, same with Jordan Tutt. And me and Liam played AAA together for a few years. And then Jordan Tutt, I played the past 2 years in Pelham with him. So
Okay.
definitely, yeah, definitely have some
It,
past
does that
history with them. So yeah.
does that make it easier for you having like a little bit of familiarity with other guys on the team, especially when starting a new one?
Yeah, no, for sure. It makes you more comfortable. And it makes you feel comfortable knowing the guys in front of you kind of thing, and that you can trust them and they can do their job kind of thing. Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, you mentioned obviously some of your junior days, like in AAA. I think that was with the Highlanders, correct?
Yeah, Great Bruce. Yeah,
And
Great Bruce
then
Islanders.
that goes quite a few years back, obviously. And then more recently, I guess the Pelham Panthers.
Yeah, the Pelham Panthers. Yeah, I played 2 years there, and then before that, I was playing Brockville actually, junior B,
Okay.
down there in Ottawa. So,
Do you have any good memories from your time in junior hockey?
I gotta say the bus ride, just being with the guys. Like honestly, yeah. And then last year, I actually had like our own house with the guys like that. So
Okay.
it was good having the guys over, maybe watching the football and stuff like that. So definitely some
Right.
good times. Yeah.
You sound like a real teammate guy, and I love that because, again, not to say that guys in this league are for themselves, but obviously for a team to be successful, you have to have that dressing room camaraderie. And I think there's a lot of
Yeah.
that in this league. There's a lot of good people in this league, and you definitely seem like one of those. So in terms of, again, these games are only going to get tougher. And obviously, yeah, you got to make sure to stand on your head. Talk a little bit about, especially as a goalie, playing in the different barns that you guys have played in this year, and then obviously maybe what that's been like for you, and then obviously what playing at Center 2000 in front of the Erin fans, what's that been like for you?
It's definitely different because I feel like in this league, most of the rinks are smaller, I guess you can say. And with being smaller rinks comes seems like the rink's more packed with fans and stuff like that. So definitely makes it a lot more exciting and fun, I guess you can say. Like just to
Absolutely.
be playing this league, yeah.
Right on. And a final question for you. Like, again, we're entering the last month of the season. The games are only going to get tougher. What can we
Yeah.
expect from the Erin Blitz the rest of the way here?
I think some big upsets for sure.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, I think some big upsets for sure. I think we're gonna be pushing for hopefully sixth spot. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know, 6 or 7. That's our plan.
Right.
And yeah, get to playoffs and once again just have some upsets.
Hey man, in the playoffs, it's a whole new ball game, and you never really
Yeah,
know.
anything can happen.
Anything can
Yeah,
happen in playoffs. That's right. It really ratchets it up. But so far, like I say, you've had a great year. Continue all the success that you've had. It's been great to watch you play, and I look forward to seeing what you got the rest of the way. We've been talking with Erin Blitz, netminder number 35, Brayden Kelso, on this week's edition of the podcast. Brayden, it's been a pleasure to speak with you, dude, and we'll catch up with you the rest of the season. All the best of luck,
yeah.
and we'll talk to you
Thank
again
you.
soon.
Yeah, thanks again.
Yeah, guys. So once again, I want to thank Brayden for coming on to the podcast with us and being our guest on this week's edition. I want to also thank everybody at home for watching, and wherever you happen to watch your podcast or stream us or catch up on us or whatever. I want to thank you guys for your continued support. I also want to thank you guys for continuing to watch all the highlight packs that I put together. Much appreciated, and a lot of love there for you guys on that one. Like I say, it's a busy weekend this upcoming weekend, and there's lots of games. Make sure to go to those arenas and check those games out in person, or if you can, make sure to stream them on Sporfy. It should be a fun weekend, though, nonetheless, as like I say, we're in the last month of the season. Chase to the playoffs is on as we get set. Games are going to get tougher, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I am Andrew Rogers, the host of the podcast, and it's been great to have you guys watching once again. Until next time, we'll see you guys next week. Take care, be safe, and so long for now. Take care.